Graduates and guests, we will now proceed to the awarding of the honorary degree and the delivery of the convocation address. Mr. Vice Chancellor, Carleton graduates and guests, it is my distinct pleasure and privilege to introduce our honorary doctoral recipient, Dr. Mona Nemer. Dr. Mona Nemer is the Chief Science Advisor to Canada's Prime Minister, Ministry of Industry, and Cabinet. Her mandate is to provide advice on issues related to science and government policies that support it. This includes advising on ways to ensure that science is considered in policy decisions and that government science is fully available to the public. Before becoming the Chief Science Advisor, Dr. Nemer was Professor and Vice President of Research at the University of Ottawa and Director of the Molecular Genetics and Cardiac Regeneration Laboratory. She holds a PhD in chemistry from McGill University and did postdoctoral training in molecular biology at the Institut de Recherche Clinique de Montréal and Columbia University. Dr. Nemer is a leader in the area of molecular cardiology. She has discovered several genes essential for normal heart development and function. Her work has contributed to the development of diagnostic tests for heart failure and the genetics of cardiac birth defects. She has published more than 200 highly cited scientific articles and trained over 100 students from around the world. Dr. Nemer is a member of the Order of Canada, a Fellow of the Academy of Sciences of the Royal Society of Canada, a Fellow of the Chemical Institute of Canada, a Fellow of the American Academy of Arts and Science, a Knight of the Ordre national du Québec, a Knight of the French Republic's National Order of Merit, and a Knight of the National Order of the Legion of Honor. She has been awarded honorary doctorates from universities in France, Finland, Lebanon, and Canada. Mr. Vice Chancellor, in recognition of her international academic leadership in cardiovascular sciences and her work as a champion for Canadian science research, I request that you confer the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, upon Mona Nemer.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors, and upon the recommendation of the University Senate, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
Well, that's quite emotional. Thank you for the kind introduction. And President, Mr. President, Madam Chair, esteemed colleagues, honored guests and friends, proud parents, and most importantly, members of the graduating class of 2025. Thank you for having me with you. It's a privilege to share the stage with you on this special day, to be receiving such an honor from Carleton University and to celebrate the accomplishments of the science class of 2025. Bravo. As a researcher, a mentor, an academic leader, and now the Chief Science Advisor to our government, I've had numerous interactions with Carleton graduates, professors, and leaders, past and present. So I know firsthand the high standards of excellence that guide the university's teaching, research, and service missions. Graduates, today is a day of celebration, reflection, and yes, transformation, not just for you, but for the society you are now ready to shape. In my role of Chief Science Advisor to our government, I spend much of my time working to ensure that science and evidence inform public policy. It's a role that sits at the intersection of knowledge and power, of evidence and values. And it has deepened my conviction in something I hope you will carry with you. Science is not only a pathway to discovery, it's one of the most formidable tools we have for peace, for resilience, and for progress. Progress for healthier communities, for overcoming the climate crisis, for food security, and for endless expansion of our knowledge of the universe and the world we inhabit. You have chosen to study science. What a brilliant decision. And I'm not too objective, I think, in saying this. Science is discovery, adventure, understanding, and hope for tomorrow. It's not just a method, but a shared human endeavor. Because science crosses borders, it speaks a universal language. And at its best, it is grounded in humility, cooperation, and the pursuit of a better world. Take some of the greatest international collaboration in history. The Human Genome Project, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the International Space Station, or SESAME, the particle accelerator in the Middle East that brings together researchers from across the region, including Iran, Israel, Palestine, Egypt, and others, working side by side in an environment of mutual respect. Its motto is simple, but profound: science for peace. These collaborations are not just stories of technical achievement, but of trust, diplomacy, and vision. And we need that vision now more than ever. Graduates, you're stepping into a world of intersecting crises: war and displacement, democratic backsliding, climate instability, growing polarization, and unfortunately, misinformation. These forces can seem overwhelming, but I want you to know your training has prepared you not only to understand this world, but to change it. Today, a global race for scientific supremacy is underway. It's a race for leadership in artificial intelligence, in quantum computing, in carbon technology, in biotechnology, and in space, among others. Nations are investing billions. Scientific discovery is not just driving economies, it is shaping geopolitics. As newly minted scientists, you are part of this global pursuit. Science teaches us to engage uncertainty with courage. It demands that we listen carefully, test our ideas, and accept that progress often comes through collaboration, not competition. These are not just scientific skills. They are leadership skills, and they are citizenship skills. We need scientists not just in labs, but in newsrooms, in government, in business, in communities. We need your voices in shaping a world that respects evidence, values equity, promotes innovation, and prioritizes peace. So as you walk across this stage and into the next chapter of your life, I encourage you to take bold steps. Don't wait for perfect certainty before acting. Don't be afraid to cross disciplinary lines, or national ones for that matter. And don't underestimate the value of your perspective, especially those of you who have come from underrepresented backgrounds or who see the world through a different lens. Your education has equipped you with powerful tools, tools that allow you to turn dreams into innovation. Now use them to build bridges, to challenge injustice, and to create the conditions where peace, prosperity, and possibility can thrive. Congratulations, class of 2025. We're counting on you, and I, for one, can't wait to see where and what you will do next. Mes meilleurs vœux de succès vous accompagnent. Thank you and all the best.